Hello students, this is the part 4 of the chapter Chemical Constituents of Living Cell. Today we will be starting with the topic of nucleic acids. Hello students, this is the part 4 of the chapter Chemical Constituents of Living Cell. Today we will be starting with the topic of nucleic acids. Okay. So, what are nucleic acids? These are organic acids which are found predominantly within the nucleus, and they take part in the formation of chromosome. Fine. Now, nucleic acid, the pictures that you can see here are the components of nucleic acid. Means these are the components that make up a nucleic acid. So not exactly nucleic acids. I would like to say that nucleic acids are made up of many nucleotides. Okay. So many nucleotides make up a nucleic acid. So each nucleotide is made up of a nitrogenous base, a sugar, pentose sugar. Pentose means it will have 5 carbons. Okay, a pentose sugar and a phosphate group. Okay, so these are the 3 main components of a nucleotide, and many nucleotides make up a nucleic acid. And in some nucleotides where the phosphate group is absent, only nitrogenous base and sugar are found. In that case, it is not known as a nucleotide, it is known as a nucleoside. Okay, so what is a nucleoside? When a nucleotide without a phosphate group, only consisting of nitrogenous base and sugar, is known as nucleoside. I hope this part is clear. Now coming to the different nitrogenous bases that are found in a nucleotide. There are basically 2 types of nitrogenous bases. One is pyrimidine, the other one is purine. Now, those nitrogenous bases that consist of only one ring, as you can see here, uracil has one ring, and cytosine has one ring, and there is another one which is known as the thymine, which is not drawn here. So these are basically the nitrogenous bases of RNA. As you all know that in RNA uracil is found instead of thymine. So this is basically same in case of DNA. Only the difference is that in DNA the uracil will be replaced by thymine. Okay, so let's discuss about the types of nitrogenous bases, and the types will be same for DNA and RNA. So I was talking about pyrimidine. Pyrimidines are those nitrogenous bases with one ring. Okay, one ring. As you can see here, there is one ring, and there is here also there is one ring. But in case of purine, what you can see here, there is 2 ring, and in guanine also 2 ring. Okay, so pyrimidines and purines are differentiated based on the number of rings they have. And what are the pyrimidines? The pyrimidines are cytosine. Wait, let me clear up. The pyrimidines are cytosine. Next, another one will be thymine. And that one present in RNA instead of thymine is uracil. So these are the 3 pyrimidines. Okay, and what are the purines? both in RNA and DNA they are same, they are common in both RNA and DNA, and the purines are two ring molecules and they are adenine and guanine. Okay, so these are the types of nitrogenous bases. Now let's talk about the different nucleic acids. The two different nucleic acids are deoxyribonucleic acid and the other one is ribonucleic acid. We have already discussed the different components of each of these. The only the main differences that the difference between DNA and RNA is very important and you have to learn that as well. You can learn that from your book, and the main differences are, we will study here. There is a comparison wise diagram in here, so it will be easier for you to understand. So here you can see that in DNA it is a double stranded structure. Okay, it is forming a helical structure. It has two strands and these two strands form a helical structure. But in case of RNA you can see there is only one strand and no second strand is there to form a helix, even if sometimes in some cases, rare cases, a second strand of RNA may be there, but they do not form a helix, they just run side by side parallelly like that, or even if like that they might run like this. Okay, but they do not form a helix like this. Okay, so moving on to the next topic is that here deoxyribose is present. Now what is deoxyribose? It is a type of pentose sugar which we have already discussed, that a pentose sugar is found in each nucleic acid. In case of DNA it is deoxyribose and in case of RNA it is ribose. Now what is deoxyribose and ribose? Both are 5 carbon containing sugars. The difference is that between deoxyribose and ribose is that first talking about ribose, here you can see this is the structure of the ribose sugar, and here you can see in this ring structure here 2 OH molecules are present, correct? But as you go on to this structure you see that only one OH molecule is here, and here this is not a OH molecule, this is just a hydrogen molecule. So the difference you can see that here there are 2 OH molecules, here 2 OH molecules, but here there is only one OH molecule. Thus there is a deficit of one oxygen molecule in here. Deficit is here, it is not present here. Okay, not present here. So deoxyribose, D means less, oxy means oxygen. So deoxyribose, that is only one oxygen molecule is less than what ribose have. Clear? So this is the difference between the sugar molecule. And the next difference which we have already discussed is the nitrogenous bases. In case of DNA, the nitrogenous bases are thymine, adenine, guanine and cytosine. Okay, the names are below, it is not written here. This one is adenine, this one is guanine and this one is cytosine. And in case of RNA, the nitrogenous bases are uracil, and these three are same: cytosine, adenine and guanine. Okay. And the other component that is present is the sugar phosphate. Sugar phosphate, as you can see, is written here. So these strands, the backbone of these strands are made up of sugar phosphate, which make the basic structure of the DNA or the RNA. Okay, so here also you can see sugar phosphate means sugar means it is made up of either ribose or deoxyribose sugar, and phosphate means there is a H3PO4 group there which make up the basic structure of the DNA or the RNA. Fine. The difference between DNA and RNA is extremely important, so you have to learn that from your book.